The numbers show COVID cases are dropping in Fulton County, but there are teachers who still say it's not safe for students to be heading back into the classroom.
Tonight, they're urging the district to pump the brakes a little bit on the plans to bring back even more students. Joe Henke is talking to both sides tonight about the plans that affects about 100,000 Metro Atlanta kids.
Fulton County school students are now taking in-person classes 1 day per week and online classes the remaining 4 days during the week. The plan, though, is in less than a month to have students back full-time in the classroom.
We're moving at a pace that no one's prepared for, and we're dealing with a situation that no one has ever encountered before. So we need to take as much precaution as possible, especially when we're dealing with students.
Fulton County High School teacher Jerome Dunson tells 11 Alive he believes COVID-19 numbers are still too high for students to soon return full-time. Other teachers 11 Alive talked with added they are not opposed to having some students in class, but believe the number of students are being increased too quickly. The district sent 11 Alive a statement reading in part, the phase-in plan is a slow and cautious approach to reintroducing students and staff to the classroom. And incidence rates in Fulton County have dropped to 142 per 100,000 population, and positivity rates are down to 5%. As school buses dropped off students this morning, it marked the beginning of phase 3 in the district's timeline. Phase 4 calls for students to be at school twice a week starting October 5th and a return to in-person instruction full-time on October 14th. Parents still have the option, though, of remaining virtual full-time if they choose. Several Fulton County teachers last week penned this open letter reading in part, for reasons that were never justified, our Fulton County leadership has recklessly chosen to reintroduce face-to-face instruction in spite of the present level of COVID-19 community spread. Dunson says he feels concerns from the district's teachers are not being considered as decisions are made.
For the most part, we've been told what we're going to do and when we're going to open, and that we just need to make sure we do our jobs as teachers, which we all are. We are all professionals, and we want the best for the students.
And we have full versions of that open letter from Fulton County teachers, as well as the statement from the Fulton County School District inside this story right now on 11alive.com.